Hello everybody, I've just come up to the clubhouse here at Manly Golf Club to talk to you guys about what's been going on with myself in the last 6 months. Over the last 6 months I started vlogging, as you guys probably know, and well, it was really a trial to see what the response would be like, how would I handle all the extra work in regards to the filming, the editing side of the vlogs, and anything else in regards to the public and how they sort of took it. I can safely say that it went well, and I'm really looking forward to putting down another 5 months of work into this, and just to show you guys more of what goes on behind the scenes as a golfer, really to get to know me better, look at how my performances go, what I do to get those performances, and the people we meet along the way. Just to talk to you guys a little bit more in regards to what happened over the last 6 months. I felt I played really good golf in that period, especially when I didn't have a card back in Australia and I did have a card on the China tour. The funds that I had at the time, I didn't really feel like it was worth the risk on going to China and playing over there, due to the fact that it is costly to fork out money to go overseas and play those events. I felt I needed to have a performance here in Australia, and I put some hard work into trying to have that, and I came up with a top 5 at the WA Open, which was pretty exciting. That got me some world ranking points, actually moved me forward in front of Tiger, which is pretty cool to say, you know, a childhood hero when I was younger, watching the Masters, waking up early in the morning. To say that I've gone past Tiger in the world is just an exciting moment in my life. As we move forward, you know, 6 months down the track, I thought I had to go to the Australian Tour School to gain a tour card for 2018 on the Australian Tour, but I did really well in the Pro-Ams that I played, and I came top 20 on the Australian Pro-Am Order of Merit, which got me a category 17 on the Australian Tour. Little did I know that the categories happened on the Monday before the tour school. I sat down with the PGA and I had a bit of a meeting with them in regards to what that category meant and do I really need to be at the Australian Tour School. And it came to me that I didn't have to be there. So with my category, I'm going to be able to get tier 2 starts, all your state events like your WA Open, your Queensland PGA and things like that. So that's really exciting. So with that category in mind, I'm looking forward to making sure that I can have some good results on those tier 2 events, which will, in 6 months' time, get me a start in the bigger events, because I'll get a re-ranking from the tier 2 events money list. Just a few things to come up when I'm vlogging. I saw that in the vlogs there was more views. I did an instructional video. I think the big dog dispersion video got up to 1.3 views, which is 1,300 views. So that's pretty exciting for that to happen. So I'm going to produce a lot more of those. I'm going to do a lot more of those events that I'm at, but I believe I'm going to be making sure I do those events around the 4-day events rather than the Pro-Am so much. What else? So in this next week, I'll be doing a lot of practice and preparation for the New Zealand Rebel Masters, which starts on the 11th to the 14th of January. From there, I go to the US, and I'm trying to qualify for the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines. So that's pretty exciting. Whilst I'm there after that event, I'll be having a bit of a holiday with my wife, who hasn't been back to America for 6 years. So we're really looking forward to seeing her side of the family over there. From there, we'll be flying back to New Zealand, where I'll play the New Zealand PGA and New Zealand Open, back to Australia. So I'll be back to Australia in March, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys the travel and what goes on behind the scenes of Taylor Cooper Golf. So I want to show you guys a little bit more as well about what I've been doing with my stats. So I've been posting up on Facebook the stats that I've been doing over a monthly base, and with that I've been calculating, is there a benefit for me to be doing a lot of practice? Is there a benefit for me to be doing less? Is it going out onto the golf course? What am I sort of trying to achieve when I go down to the putting green or the range and practice? I'm looking forward to showing you guys more of that, and I'll dive into with the vlogs also behind the background of like looking at my calendar in that stats and working out of those stats as well. A couple of vlogs time, I want to show you guys in certain circumstances what shots you go for flags and when not to. So there might be certain things that you might do for a 1-day event compared to a 4-round event, seeing as though in Australia we play the 1-day Pro-Ams as well as the 4-day events. What you're trying to achieve in those events and what I'm trying to get out of those Pro-Ams. You know, some people think you shouldn't be playing the Pro-Ams and you should just be sticking to the 4-round events. Some people believe that those 1-day events actually improve your game, get you to be playing on those events and really sharpen up your game at those 1-day events. Along with those, I'll be making sure that I keep my fitness up and I eat properly. Yeah, just and make sure I have fun at the same time. Again, I would like to thank you guys for watching last year and enjoying what I've been doing, editing and producing for you guys. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your support. So thank you guys. I'd just like to also thank the people who have been close behind me and sponsors that have come on board and are really urging me to perform well. A little bit of insight into what I've been doing in the last 6 months with Bodie's protein water. I've been going to a lot of golf shops in the Pro-Ams and stuff like that, and I've been making sure to bring the drinks around and show the golf shops. So in New South Wales, I believe I've got 10 shops where Bodie's is in. If you can get down to those shops, if you're in the area, if you're playing golf at those shops and support me, that would be great by buying the product. That would be awesome. Recommended retail price is $5.50. And it's a really healthy drink with 30 grams of protein. You got no sugar, no fat, no carbs, no artificial colors and flavoring. You got your orange, your kiwi and your berry drinks. So get down there, give those a try, support your local club and myself. Thanks guys. I hope you have a great 2018 and I look forward to seeing you some stage this year if possible. See you soon. How you going guys? I'm here today at Manly Golf Club and I'm just doing some preparation for the coming events that I've got, just like the New Zealand Masters. Had a few jobs to do today, just like picking up my passport that I put in to go get a visa to go to America. Leading into my preparation, usually this time a week out, I make sure that I do a bit of playing, so I'm just sort of getting that game play under my belt. But along with that, still doing my putting, my pitching, my hitting on the range as well, and just working on a few game shot type situations when I'm on the range practicing too. I just want to show you a few drills that I do when I'm leading into events like this in my preparation. And some of these drills are hitting your putter face up against some tees when you're doing a short putt, as well as doing some speed drills and kind of predicting what the golf course would be like the week of the tournament. So if you've got some slow greens at your club, then you might need to putt downhill. If they're pretty quick, you might need to putt uphill. Things like that, where you're just thinking about what's going to happen next week. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the preparation. So guys, this is my practice schedule for my putting and my pitching. This is what happened in December. As you can see here, I do a drill 1 for about 15 minutes on the 4th at Wynnum Golf Club. And then a few days later, I did exactly the same, 15 minutes. And you'll see in drill 2 here, I do 5 meters, 7 meters and 10 meters. Now, this is what I'm going to show you how to practice. I've posted this before in my vlogs, but I'll show you more in depth into what the point system is and how it all works. So essentially during this period I had 120 attempts and I got 142 putts. So I sunk a few putts from the 5 meter mark, which equals 118.33%. Now this is quite an easy comparison to do. So if you were to pull out your last month's calendar, and here's last month's calendar, November 2017, and we go across down to here, you'll find that the last one was 118.33 and I've beat it by about 5% there on the 5 meters. I did putt a little bit more in December. I had a few more days off, but you'll see that my rate on performance on the 5 meters was a bit better. So there you go, I can kind of see and tell if my putts are improving. And if we take it out on the golf course, my putts for November was 28.18, and you'll see in December that my putts improved here. You'll also see that my green and regulation improved as well, 57% to 65%. So these little things just help your confidence and to kind of see what's going on the golf course so you can prepare off the golf course. So here is drill 1. The equipment you'll need for drill 1 is 3 tees, 3 balls and your putter. So we'll go over here and we'll check these tees out. Now the measurement on these tees from the hole for me is a putter and a grip length, as you can see there. And what this other tee is for is speed. So if I was to miss from here, I would then try and get my ball in between this area for speed. So what I've chosen for the purpose of next week in regards to my preparation is downhill here at Manly Golf Club. So I just believe the greens are going to be a touch quicker in their tournament condition, and that's why I've gone the downhill. So essentially I'm going to be putting here for half an hour, and I line up my balls with the hole there, and I just putt. My putter stops against those tees. Today I'm at the Carlton Oaks Golf Club. I'm just going to take you through a few of my putting games that I do. So I've just landed in the US ahead of the Farmers Insurance Open pre-qualifier, and I'm just doing my practice before the tournament on the Thursday. So let's take a look. So this is how you practice drill 2, putting speed. This is what you do to set up the game for the speed. You add in the tee into the ground at a preferred distance that you like. At the moment, my putter is 37 inches. Have it just on that grip line. So once you put the first one down, then you step out 5 meters from the hole. And hopefully those two are lined up, just like that, even if you've got a breaker. So once you've done those two, then you place the 5 tees around, just like that, and it should look something like this. The tee over there. Once you do that, then you've got 15 attempts to putt it in and see what you have out of 15. If you hole the putt, it's 2 points. If you get it inside the semicircle, it's 1 point. And if you miss long or short, it's unfortunately 0 points. You can make this game harder. You can actually make the front -1 and add in another grip length to those tees that you've placed down, which would be the 0 area. And then if you went longer the 0 area, you'd get -2. And this semicircle, and when you hole it, would stay the same score. So 2 and 1. So 18 out of 15 is not too bad for that leg in speed putting for the drill. That's my usual average for the month over the last couple of months from the 5 meter mark. Obviously you would like to do a perfect amount, which is 30 out of 15. As long as we can keep increasing that mark, we'll start to see improvement in our golf game. You'll find on the PGA Tour that they hole those quite often out there. That's kind of that putt that really makes that score all the difference in separating the competition. So there you have it. That's the putting for the drill 1 and drill 2. I would say with drill 1, you and your coach can kind of decide what drill that would be. This could change for me, that drill 1 with the tees. I could try and do something different. If it becomes too tedious and you're doing the same thing and you're not seeing results or changes in your game. Yeah, I would just encourage you guys to stay on top of your short game and your putting. I believe that's a big key in the golf game. Continue working hard and seeing if you can fix your results and change them for the better. So I'm just going to dive in now into the calendar and just show you what the preparation was like before the New Zealand Masters. So here's what I've done so far at January. Obviously we're up to the 16th today when I'm filming this, but just diving back a little bit and going in and seeing what I did before the New Zealand Masters. So in preparation for the New Zealand Masters, I made sure to do my drill 2, and my drill 2 over here. Had a day off for travel day, had the practice round, so I did drill 1 for 15 minutes and then went out there. You'll see here on the drill 1 I did 30 minutes, drill 2 I got 5 meters, 20 out of 15, 7 meters, 17 out of 15, and 10 meters, 11 out of 15. Did drill 1 in the first round, and then I went on to do drill 1 again for 30 minutes, but I didn't do speed after that, just because of the speed of the putting green that week. It was quite quick compared to the golf course conditions out there. So once I finished the tournament here at the New Zealand Masters, I had a day off here on the Monday. This is when I arrived and showed you guys what I did in regards to the 18 out of 15 that we just previously saw. I'm looking forward to what the end of January brings and to see what my results are like. At the moment, I believe my putting's going to be a bit of an issue with regards to the big greens that was played at the New Zealand Masters. Just didn't really get the ball close enough when I was hitting greens. I had a bit of an issue with the smaller putts, so we'll see what the end of the month brings and what I'll have to put into work for the next couple of months. Hopefully we can start seeing some good results soon. I hope this improves your game and gets you out there practicing hard for the events to come, and let's start seeing some better results for everyone, hey?
Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid.
If you'd like to see more, make sure you comment, like and subscribe.
Only shooting